So I've just grown up measuring the weight scale. Like I think it's always been ingrained in my head. I think it's ingrained in a lot of our heads that you're healthy only when the weight shows, the scale shows us that you're decreasing. Or the inches,
You don't care about the weight anymore.
a little bit. I want to lose a little bit.
But what if you don't lose the weight and you continue to lose the inches?
Is that possible?
Of course it's possible. It's called recomposition.
I mean, if that's possible, then yes, then I'm fine.
So, putting your self-worth on a number that shows up on the weight scale is wrong on two metrics, in my professional opinion. The weight scale does not differentiate between the amount of muscle tone you're building in your legs, your core, your arms, and dropping body fat. When you drop body fat, the weight scale is not going to know that you're also building muscle tone. At the end of the day, if you're between 30 to 50, you're losing muscle long term. Okay, so it's in your best interest to build muscle tone. Second, part of that muscle tone conversation, you're going to look better in your clothes, you're going to look shapelier, and you're going to drop inches in body fat. The second point why this is important is your self-worth should be dependent on how good you are, how confident you feel, how well you do in life, and how well you feel, and how much you give back, and how many challenges you've overcome in your life. For you, this weight loss and body and accountability and understanding that every step starts with you, you're accountable, and you're taking ownership for your body and confidence, and you stop pointing fingers at everybody else is the biggest step you can take. The absolute biggest, okay? So weight scale or the number on the weight scale should not be a factor at this point in your training journey, when you're finally starting to build muscle and your body's confused between losing body fat and the weight scale does not know how to show it on the weight scale. The bigger challenge for you is that what we talked about last weekend, how to improve your alcohol intake, okay? How to be consistent with loving yourself. And loving yourself comes in a form of, I want to eat better because I take care of this body, respect this body that the Almighty has blessed me with. This body is not going to be replaced if you lose it, right? You can get a paycheck, right? You can get a pay increase at your work. You can go to a new tech company. Okay, there will be another company that will always want you. There will always be another raise. There will always be another project. There will always be another Spanx that can suck in all the stuff. But the long-term problem is, how are you going to change your life and build it to a point where you're going to love yourself more? See, it's essentially when I coach people in the beginning, I don't talk this deep. I don't get into this because they're not at a level where they can understand. They just want to lose the first 10, 12, 15 pounds. Once they lose the 10, 15, 20 pounds and have done 100 workouts with me, then their spiritual muscles develop. Then they're like, it's really about taking ownership and action on how well I want to do in my life and how much I love my body. And because I love my body, I'm going to have to take actions on how to improve the choices I make.
Yeah.
Essentially, if you get to a point where you view your training, your coaching as I'm loving my body and I'm loving myself, that's where your real coaching begins. Until then, it's just physical. It's not mental. I just want to let go of this first 10 pounds. When I meet an overweight person, they care about the first 10 pounds the most. Because think about it. When a guy has a belly and is protruding, no self-respect, no confidence to go out and ask a girl out, no confidence to ask for a job promotion because he's like this. Because what does he feel about himself? Unconfident. A woman, same thing. She's flabby, she's overweight, she can't handle her body. She's not going to want to invest and be open to a relationship. I don't love myself. How the hell am I going to take care of and love a man?
Yeah.
The first 10, 15, 20 pounds are gone. Oh, I'm finally starting to look good in my jeans. I'm finally starting to feel a little bit better. Ooh, I see that guy. Okay. That self-worth comes in when you take ownership. Think about it. When you eat like crap, how do you feel the next day? Guilty?
Yeah.
Lethargic, right? Do you feel guilty at times when you eat like shit the next day?
Yeah.
When you skip a workout, do you feel like you've not been fair to yourself? Like you've sort of like ghosted yourself? You know, like you're supposed to stand up for yourself, right? That's showing up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.